Rosie, a 17-month-old pit bull terrier's mother, was rescued from Mexico when pregnant with Rosie's litter. Rosie has had 2 homes, both with highly skilled clicker trainers. Rosie is very familiar with shaping games, and she plays them eagerly. Sometimes Rosie's confidence falters when she thinks she has made a mistake. She might wander away from the training session or lie down and stare at the trainer. Rosie, like most enthusiastic operant dogs, responds spontaneously to the yellow mat because it is something new that has unexpectedly appeared in a familiar environment. Here you see one of the moments where Rosie appears to have lost her confidence for no obviously observable reason. It only takes a little bit of encouragement to get her back up and enthusiastically in the game again. As I did when playing with Gina, I make sure to keep Rosie approaching the mat from several different directions. Rosie seems to feel most confident when allowed to repeat the same behavior many times in succession. It is therefore very important to only change one criteria at a time and to move very slowly in tiny increments. For example, only changing the angle of approach to the target. To introduce Rosie to our next foot targeting game, I brought out the bedbugs toy. Again, because it was a new object in the environment, she immediately checked it out, but then seemed to lack the confidence to try anything else. To boost her confidence and get her back into the game, I brought back the yellow mat alone and then placed the bedbugs toy on top of the mat. I had no specific criteria for how I wanted Rosie to interact with the toy. In fact, her continued interaction with the mat caused incidental contact with the toy, which was just fine. At one point, I even took the toy away because it seemed to be causing some loss of confidence in her targeting the mat. She immediately offered a direct target touch to the mat, so I returned the toy. Once the toy was returned to the mat, on her own initiative, Rosie began to offer behaviors that spontaneously included contact with both the mat and the toy. As the session ended, Rosie's very last attempt was a paw whack directly to the toy itself, for which she received a jackpot. Which means that I gave her several treats for the performance of a single behavior.